It is Tuesday, November the 18th of the year of the Lord 2025. Today the church celebrates the memory of the dedication of the basilicas of St. Peter and Paul in Rome. The two basilicas were buried Peter and Paul. And also the church celebrates the memory of St. Rose, Philippine Duchesne. She was born in Grenoble in France, and entered the Society of the Sacred Heart. And then she came to America in 1817, and she was for 49 years working in the United States. She established schools for the girls. At age 72, she went at last to the Potawatomi, the tribe, and she was very interested in evangelizing the Indians, the original people of the United States. The Gospel is taken from St. Luke chapter 19, verse 1 to 10. At that time, Jesus came to Jericho and intended to pass through the town. Now a man there named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector and also a wealthy man, was seeking to see who Jesus was, but he could not see him because of the crowd, for he was short in stature. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree in order to see Jesus, who was about to pass that way. When he reached the place, Jesus looked up and said, "Zacchaeus, come down quickly, for today I must stay at your house." He came down quickly and received him with joy. When they saw this, they began to grumble, saying, "He has gone to stay at the house of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood there and said to the Lord, "Behold, half of my possessions, Lord, I shall give it to the poor, and if I have extorted anything from anyone, I shall repay it 4 times over." And Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a descendant of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save what was lost." The Gospel of the Lord. So Jesus is in Jericho, and Zacchaeus, tax collector, a sinner at the end. It is Zacchaeus who wants to see Jesus. And we have to ask the reason why he was a wealthy man, tax collector, hated by the Jewish. Why did he want to see Jesus? It was just curiosity, or was something else behind? Maybe he was prompted by the Spirit of the Lord to see Jesus. And it's Jesus who takes the initiative. Jesus who looks up and tells Zacchaeus, "Come down quickly." It's not only come down, but quickly. And Jesus is in a hurry to save him. Zacchaeus does come very quickly, and the people begin to grumble, to criticize. How come Jesus stays with a sinner at the end? Because the Pharisees, the enemies of Jesus, could never eat with a tax collector, because they were the sinners. They could not enter the temple because they collaborated with the Romans. But Zacchaeus stayed firm. He knows he has not been criticized by Jesus. He has been welcomed by Jesus, so he's willing to give half of his wealth. He's willing to repay. Jesus tells, salvation has come to this house. Jesus wants to stay with Zacchaeus. It's a necessity. Jesus wants to stay with you. Look for Jesus, and Jesus will find you. He wants to stay at home with you. Welcome him, because salvation has come to your house. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this video with all your friends and acquaintances from St. Luke's Parish in Irving, Texas, and St. Luke the Great in Houston. May God bless you today and always. Amen.